A Redkwan video that's completely irrelevant and makes little to no sense? Never seen this before. Yeah, I know there was a Nintendo Direct just a few days ago. Oh wait, shoot. That's like a bunch of weeks ago now. And anyways, it would seem like somebody who runs a Nintendo-centric YouTube channel would probably make a video about that. But you know, that would make too much sense. To be honest, I've just seen so many people make that video that I feel like there isn't much of a point to it anymore. Especially since those types of videos really just aren't as much fun to make. Just kinda going through everything that happens and giving you a hot take. Which is fine, I guess, but I just don't really think it needs to happen. And I thought about different types of videos I could do based on the stuff in the Direct, but then I gave up because it's football season, kiddos! Madden, the most famous sports series of all time as far as I can tell. And I know that a lot of people think that it's a game that only the casuals who are covered in dirt play, but oh how wrong you are, because I actually like Madden. Bet you feel pretty stupid right about now. And all you so-called RPG fans have probably hardly played one of the longest running RPG series of all time. That's right, Madden. I consider it an RPG, and it sounds stupid because it is, but today I'm going to tell you why. Hello all 563 of you, and this is super dumb and I'm sorry. Sort of. So what exactly makes a game an RPG? Most people would quickly Google the definition of an RPG and come out with some answer like, a game in which the player plays a role in the game, or something equally dumb. But the problem with that definition is that it means that literally every game ever is a role-playing game, because in every game you play some role. Otherwise it would just be a movie. I guess you play the role of the viewer in a movie though, so movies are RPGs apparently. Another definition you might get would say something about playing a character in a story, but again that kind of applies to most games, and some games that are considered RPGs don't have much story anyways. In video games, I think the classification people usually stick to is that it involves some sort of fighting, strategy, and the ability for character advancement. Think about all RPG games, and it's all about strategically fighting and getting better at fighting. Disclaimer, Redkwan definitions mean literally nothing and hold no weight, but that's what I'm going to go with for the sake of proving my own argument, because that's what everyone else is doing. That is when they're not making direct reaction videos. Woo-wee! Sick burn! So how does Madden fall into that category? Well, does it have fighting? Yes? Let's just say yes. In Madden, you battle other football squads on your way to the final battle at the Super Bowl. It may not be traditional combat with swords and all that, but there are still battles that happen. Okay, maybe this part wasn't very convincing, but trust me, it gets somewhat better as it goes on. Because Madden definitely has the strategic elements. Madden is basically a turn-based RPG, you heard it here first. Each team gets a turn to try to score the football, and to do this, the player needs to choose the best plays to either accomplish that or stop the other team from accomplishing that. Madden actually requires a good amount of strategy. You can choose teams with different stats in different areas and use them in different ways. But you need to take into account the other team's stats. Madden requires you to make informed decisions about how to win the fight, and by choosing the moves you make against the opponent, you definitely affect the outcome. If Madden doesn't play a lot like a turn-based RPG, then I don't know what game plays a lot like a turn-based RPG. I mean, it isn't a turn-based RPG. But this isn't all. Oh no. Because, well, Madden does involve combat, sort of, and involves strategic elements in these battles. There is one piece that is almost identical to what you see in an RPG. The progression. What feature can be found in almost every RPG ever? Sure, they usually have fighting. Sure, they have strategic elements. But the one biggest giveaway, if the game you're playing is an RPG, if you're too dumb to realize it after buying the game and playing it for a few hours, is that the players progress. Through leveling up, or getting stat boosts, or some other term I don't fully understand that I'm throwing around, characters can improve in certain areas to better perform in their battles. And what does Madden do? Oh yeah, character progression. Madden characters can be trained up to improve their athletics, skills, and place kick holding, because apparently that's an actual ability. By training your team and playing with said characters, you can actually make their numbers improve. If that isn't something you would only see in a true RPG, then I must not know RPGs nearly as well as I think I do. All the RPG fans out there who laugh at the Xbox bros who only play Madden have been laughing at fellow RPG fans all along. The irony. Yes, Madden games, which people generally see as games that are only played by the people who don't care about video games, are actually very similar to one of the most dedicated video game player genres. Madden games, like RPGs, have battles between teams, have large strategic elements, and have character stat progression. Maybe I'm full of it, but maybe, just maybe, Madden isn't so different from Fire Emblem after all. Or maybe this is profound evidence that all games at their base levels are almost the same product, branded in ways that appeal to different audiences, and that preferences on games are highly based on the marketing of said products. Nah. Well, I'm Redkwan. What do you think about Madden? What do you think about RPGs? Are they the same thing? I can't wait to see everyone agree with me on everything I said exactly, because that'll definitely happen. Anyways, I'm Redkwan, thank you all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all later. Goodbye.